Okay, tell me I'm not the only one, but why is it so hard to keep your swimwear folded up so neatly? Those straps and those bottoms have a mind of its own. And if you're anything like me, I'm sure you try to utilize all of the space in your home, including under your bed. So stick around to find out a smarter way to store your swimwear that looks good, saves you space, and it actually works. Hey, I'm Ebony, the creator of Humble Enhancement, where we help you to reclaim your mind and your space at the same time. So I know the kids are about to get out of school, and if you have any college kids, I'm sure they're already out of school. So y'all about to start doing some summertime family trips and going on vacation and having some extended stays. But before you go, let's get your swimwear together. In my last video where we addressed paper clutter, I know that you saw that I ordered 2 zipper pouch bags, and one of those was for paper clutter. The other one was for swimwear, which we're going to be talking about today. However, before we get into organizing our swimwear, let me show you my old system and why this did not work. One is when I used to have a dresser, I tried to organize it in my drawer. However, it did not work. They kept falling over, or every time I picked up one, they would fall over and it would just be a mess. When I brought some drawer dividers, I noticed that every time that I tried to use it, it was just still not working for my space, as everything was still kind of falling over, although everything was all in alignment. Now, I know you're probably saying, girl, you love those honeycomb dividers. Yeah, being that I'm a little bigger than, most, the honeycomb dividers did not work for me. And it was looking even messier as there was a constant spillover, which I did not like. It was giving me the ick, and it just still did not look like it was ordered and structured within my drawer. Now, I have transitioned to no longer having a dresser, and I utilize the storage under my bed as I've always did in any place that I've used. So here, I actually just stuffed everything under the bed in this bag specifically for my swimwear. And as you see, this is not working for me whatsoever. I am constantly going in here and I'm pulling out this, pulling out that, and ending up having to just dump everything on the bed to actually figure out what I want to wear. As you see, this bag is not the best solution as it's breaking apart. This is not functional whatsoever. Another solution that I did for my dresser drawer was I started to use Ziploc bags. And what I noticed is that I love that system. However, whenever I grabbed and put it into my travel luggage, over time the bag started to become a little messed up and it started to break. It got holes and the seal was not always sealing. I got tired of the system, so I upgraded to the Amazon zipper pouch bags. Now, I recommend zipper pouches to most of my clients when we are filing different things or we are putting the swimwears together. It makes life easier for when you are going to travel. Now, the reason why I like these zipper bags is because one, it saves you time and it saves you space. When you are traveling, the last thing that you want to do is fight with a Ziploc bag, trying to roll all the air out, then squeeze and align the zipper to make sure it's sealed correctly. And you always have to be careful with a Ziploc bag because they sometimes break easy and it defeats the purpose of what you're trying to actually use it for. Now, the reason why I love the zipper pouches is because they don't break on you easy. The little pull tassel, it is a quick pull. You don't have to worry about trying to line up the lines and seal up the bag. It's just an easy zip that takes less than 10 seconds, if that, and be done with it. And throw it into the actual travel bag or wherever it is that it needs to go. Now, when I use the Ziploc system, it took me every bit of 30 to 45 seconds to do that process. And I don't know about you, when I want to move right then and there, as seconds adds up real quick, especially when you are trying to maneuver and go wherever you're trying to go and do whatever you're trying to do. And if you have your family with you on this vacation, the last thing you want to do is spend an extra 30 to 45 seconds dealing with something like a Ziploc bag for your swimwear items or any little items that you have. You don't want to spend every second just trying to close it and put it away, because those little seconds add up to your frustration, and you owe yourself one. As you know, saving time is a top priority when you're running a business. So when you are traveling, it's good to get all of that prep work out of the way so you can have the fun that you actually want to have on your vacation. So I hope that I caught you at the right time before you and your family goes out for a trip, because we're about to assess your swimwear and get you straight before leaving, including your family. All right, give me a second to get up, as we are about to go and declutter and sort and organize all of our swimwear so we can be set up for success just like we do in our business, all right? If you are scaling in your business, you're going to be scaling at home, and you're going to be scaling with your family before you head out. So come on and let's go. When it comes to my under the bed storage, I have a seasonal tote that goes under there. So what you're about to see is a old school tote that I've had for quite some time. And literally this storage tote I got from Walmart some years back. I believe they still got them, but this is the dual under the bed solution. I like this organizing solution because at any point when you are pulling out your under the bed storage, you can utilize either side without having to pull out the whole entire storage solution. Another reason why I like this is because it's stackable, and when I store it back in the location of where it goes, I can stack this with all of the other items that I have and just place it on top. So hopefully you made it to your swimwear location. This is what I am working with. This bag I normally take out and literally go through it and throw it on the bed sometimes to just figure out what swimsuit I'm going to wear for the day. And as you see, this is a lot of swimsuits. It's not organized, and it's not the best way to be in and out of my house. So before we dive in, I hope that if you are doing it on the floor, that you grabbed a blanket or an old trash bag to put your clean clothes on, as I like to make sure that anytime that I am working with a client's space, that I always put something down to put a barrier in between the clothes and the floor. Most of the times I will have my traveling table. So one, I don't have to sit down on somebody's floor and try to get back up like a little old lady that I am. But also it makes it easier for my clients, as well as when it's time for them to see what they have, they are able to actually look at it at the same level without having to get down on the floor and have to deal with the aches and pains as well, and the struggles of trying to get back up. So as you see, I am just grabbing everything out of here, and what you're looking at right now is basically one of my cover-ups. Now, I love this and I've had it for years. It's a Lane Bryant scarf, but I just turned it into a cover-up. This is actually a Charlotte Russe scarf. Now, if you're old school, you know who they are, but if you're young, I'm sure you're like, I don't know that place. But back in my day, Charlotte Russe was one of the top places to shop, along with Forever 21, as I have a lot of pieces in here that is from Forever 21, as well as Lane Bryant, the company Allura, and all of those nice spicy retro places that are no longer in business now have served their purpose for me in my journey. As you see, a lot of these pieces are old pieces, and I don't mind keeping an item as long as I keep it in good condition. And that is the blessing with having swimsuits, because you only use them probably about 3 to 4 months out the year. But these are one of the items that you really have to just go through when the season change. Now, this is a one-piece bathing suit that I was going to wear as a bodysuit. However, as you see, I am struggling with thoughts on whether I should keep it or not. So I tossed it to the side and it's touching the floor. So it's low-key bothering me that it's on the floor. So I am just really trying to assess this. Now, if you have this same moment where you are struggling with trying to figure out whether you should keep something, just put it to the side. As you see, I put mine on my leg and it's going to stay there until once I get finished. Now, in regards to the dress that you just saw, that is one of my cute little fancy Forever 21 cover-ups. And I love it because the material is thin. So I'm placing that to the side as that is something that needs to get stored differently. And here we are with these Shein plastic bags, which are totally great to have if you are trying to figure out your style. It's best to order from a place that's a little bit cheaper and to also reuse the bags that they give you. However, these are not good for traveling as they do have small holes in them. So whenever your swimsuit gets wet, it's going to bleed into your luggage bag and into other things. So right now, I'm probably just going to utilize those bags to house all of my cover-ups that will be considered accessory wear in regards to the swim attire. As you see, I have one black set, a burgundy set, and a blue set. These are bottoms and they're mix and match. All of my items are mix and match. So I have to figure out what I'm going to keep and what I'm not going to keep. Normally when I'm going through a process like this, I like to take everything out and separate them into categories immediately. So when I go back through each category, I'm looking at everything all together in its own category. For instance, this is strictly the sets. These are the bathing suit bottoms. These are the bathing suit tops. So now I have to condense them down and figure out which ones I'm actually going to keep now, because I have a lot of mix and match. Some things I know I'm comfortable with. Some things I haven't wore. But we're going to go through it right now to see what I actually want to keep and what's going to work for me. I do love wearing white and I do like black with some bright colors, as you see. So I'm going to pick through which ones I know feel good to my body, which ones actually look good on my body, and go from there. And while I'm doing this, I'm also going to be figuring out which items I can actually continue to mix and match together with no problems. Now, this, I don't know if I can still wear these. I do like this still as it has the print on the side. But I know that there was a time that these was a little big for me. So I'm going to put them over here on this side with this other suit that I'm not quite sure about if I can still fit it. So I will try that on later. So this is going to be my Maybe Pal that's on my leg. As you are decluttering with me, do you have any favorite brands that you are still holding on to from back in the early 2000s? Do you think they match? How do y'all feel about the brands today in regards to swimming trunks and swimwear? Do you think the quality is still there like it was once before? Or has the game changed? And do y'all even like any of the styles that they're making now? I like this one, but my breasts do not fit in this one anymore. It's very nice, but it just doesn't fit anymore. But I was keeping it because I was like, maybe I can use it as a crop top, but it's just not my aesthetic anymore. So this is going to get donated. If you are enjoying this decluttering your bathing suits with me, make sure you hit the like button and subscribe to my channel, for I will drop more videos to help you along the way. Oh, these are the black ones. I just got these, so I know that they're fine. But you're probably saying, you have a black set over here. So what I'm going to do is compare the two to see which one I actually like the most. I actually like this one the most because if you can see, it has a little design on the side, while this one is kind of bigger and it has the little ruching on the side. This kind of looks a little old for me, so I'm going to donate this one and keep this one. Now I like this one because it has the detail and these fit really well. And these can go with anything. Leopard print can go literally with anything. So I like that. Now this is a cool one. However, over time, my chest has gotten a little bit bigger. So this does not fit as comfortable as it used to. So this one is going to get donated. Now, like I said, I like colors when it comes to swimwear. These are my little bright pinkies, and I definitely like these ones. But these are also going to be a maybe for me, just because they are cut low. So I'm going to put this in the maybe pile to try on to see if I truly feel comfortable in this. Now I like this. This can match with this black, and I know I'm going to keep one of these whites. Well, you know what? I lied. I'm not keeping this white because it has this little part, and I found myself constantly fighting with pulling it down and pulling it up, and it was just a little loose on my waist. So I'm going to get rid of these, okay? But I know I really like this one. This keeps my girls up, and I don't have any complaints with this. And it's very simple. I can match it with black or white or the pink, which sometimes I used to match it together like this, but since I'm going to try these on to see if I still like them, it might not work. So far I have 1, 2, 3 tops, 1, 2, 3 bottoms, and 3 sets. So let's see about this one. Okay, so the green one, I like this one, and it does fit. I just actually got this one last year. So I'm going to keep this as green. Looks very nice on me. And I can mix it with this. And I can mix it with this to give it a little pop. And if I ever want to, I can take this and I can mix it with this one. And it will still turn out nice. So now I have 4 bottoms, and I can choose one lovely top that I truly like that's left in this white category. I like the white one, but this white cut is kind of similar to this blue cut. And I'm really hesitant on it, so I don't really know. So I'm going to put it in my maybe pile. Now, this one, I love the design, as this is the ASOS one. And yeah, I just don't know. It's this part that bothered me at the top. So I'm going to see if I can get somebody to fix it or something, but I don't like this part of it at the top. So I'm going to just donate it. So now that you've completed the process of decluttering and sorting, now it's time to bag them up and then organize them back into your under the bed storage solution, into the drawer, or wherever you store your swimwear. Use the labels that come with the zipper pouches from Amazon to make it a little bit more easier for you to grab and go, as this will help you to stay organized, but also you'll function within your space in a more organized way without having to think about too much, because you have that label on the zipper pouch. And if you don't like the labels that come with the zipper pouch, then you can get a label maker, or you can make a makeshift label, whatever that you feel like you're comfortable with. Just make sure it sticks to the zipper pouch so you know exactly what it is the next time that you go back to it or whenever you use it. Another solution that you can use is taking a picture of the swimsuit, printing it out, and putting it inside of an ID case that you may see sometimes at Walmart, Amazon, or like say for instance you're working at, I don't know, Capital One or something, and you have a badge. You can use those little badge sleeves to put the picture in there so you can know exactly what you are picking up, to make it a little bit easier for you to grab and go with the swimsuit that you want. This system works well for men that have swimming trunks or Speedos, whatever type of swimwear you use. This can also work for you as well. Oh, and here's the tip. If you and your family pre-pack your luggage bag, it will save you so much time, as well as it will save your energy expenditure, where you can focus on doing other things in the home before you need to pack or travel for your vacation trip. And one more thing, if you want to be more efficient when it comes to packing, then watch my travel video. And remember, if you want to live life fearlessly, you must declutter and organize on all aspects.